Hello and welcome, dear student. So today we are here with our practice question of income from other source and carry forward of losses. These two chapters are very important in income tax because these two chapters are part of calculation of tax liability of an individual. So one chapter, first one, it is income from other sources. It's your uh, one source of income out of five source, and set off and carry forward of losses are the provision regarding adjustment of current year losses and brought forward losses. Okay, so we are going to start our question. First question we have, it's about Srimati Smita furnished the following particular of her income for the financial year ending on 31st March 2017. Okay, so these are the particulars given by Srimati Smita, and after that, at the end, what you have to compute her taxable income under the head income from other sources for the assessment year 17-18. So this question is belong to chapter income from other sources. So what Smita furnished, first dividend in September 16 from UTI rupees 2200 gross. So dear student, this is very important to know that dividend from Indian company is totally exempted. So we will not take it. We will write it in the question, but in front of it we will write exempted. Okay. Second, dividend received in July 2016 from Darjeeling Tea Company Limited 7160. 60% of the income of the company is agricultural income. So company's income is agricultural, it doesn't matter. But you are but Srimati Smita receiving dividend from Indian company, therefore it is exempted. So second point is also exempted. Now come to the third point. Income from transfer of shares rupees 4000. So this point is related with the transfer of share. It means she sold shares to some other person and she get capital gain of rupees 4000. So this particular point is the part of income from capital gain. It will not come under this head. So we will not take it. Third one. Fourth, amount received on 1st 12 2016 in connection with winning from a horse race rupees 10,962. So it is about income from other source. The name of the other source is income from horse race, and this amount is given as received. It means this is net amount, so you will have to convert it into gross. So as you know, on other source of income, on casual income, there is a tax liability of 30%, and definitely there will be a TDS of 30% of this amount. So you will have to gross up this amount. Okay. Now the next amount is amount received on 1st 12 2016 in connection with the winning from lottery. Cost of lottery ticket purchase 2000. So rupees 54,000 is the winning amount. So you will not have to amount received, sorry. So this is amount received 54,600. So definitely this is after TDS. So you will have to gross up this amount again, and expense on the purchase of lottery ticket, it doesn't matter. Okay, so you don't have to consider this 2000 rupees. Point number 6, dividend director fees received in August 2016 40,000. So this is your income from other sources 40,000. We will take it whole amount. Now the seventh point, she has rented a residential consisting of 3 rooms of rupees 2400 per month. Okay, so there is a 3 room in the house where she is residing, and her rent of per room is 800. Okay, rent of per room is 800 because the house consists 3 rooms. On 1st October, one room of this house was sublet on monthly rent of rupees 1000 per month from 1st January 2017, and she sublet a room for rupees 1000 per month from January 17. So from January 17 there is a 3 month earning. From January 17, January, February, March, January 17, February 17, March 17. So she rented a room for 3 months 1000 rupees per month. So total receiving of 3 months is 3000, and the amount paid by her for that room is only 800 rupees per month. For 3 months it is 2400. So she is paying 2400 rupees for that month, and she is earning 3000 rupees from that room. So his total taxable income is 600. It will become under the part of subletting. Last point. Shrimati Smita could not clarify the source of income rupees 8000 to ITO. So 8000 is the amount of income which is undisclosed. So this is a part of income from other sources. So after that you will have to make the total of all the amounts, and you will get income from other sources. Now let's check the answer of the question. So dear student, as you can see, dividend from UTI is exempted, dividend from Darjeeling Tea Company is exempted, and winning from horse race, this is your fourth point, because third point is income from capital gain, 4000 rupees. So we are not considering that amount. So winning from horse race, gross up. So you will have to gross it up, and the rate of TDS is 30%. So therefore we are writing 70 in the formula. So what is the formula? The formula is net amount multiply 100 upon 100 minus rate. So by following this, you can gross up the amount. The gross up figure is 15,660. Same in the case of lottery, you can gross up the figure 54,600 by 70%. It is 78,000. Sorry, director fees 40,000, and rent from subletting for 3 months. So she is receiving 1000 rupees per month for 3 months, 3000 rupees, and she is paying 800 rupees per month for 3 months, 2400. So subletting income is 600 only, and income from undisclosed source is 8000. So income from other source total is 1,42,260. So dear student, this is the solution of that particular question. I hope you will get the understand. Now come to the next question, which is from our next chapter. This is income set off and carry forward of losses. So please read the question very carefully. This question is about Sri Sanjay Shena. Furnish the following particular of his income and losses for the assessment year 17-18. So these are incomes or headings about Sanjay Shena. Taxable income from salary, income from house property, profit from ready-made garment business, speculation profit, and long-term capital gain, short-term capital gain, share of profit from a partnership firm, current year depreciation. And the important thing is given, the item brought forwarded for the assessment year 13-14 are as follows. So these are the items which are brought forwarded from 13-14. Unabsorbed depreciation, speculation loss, long-term capital loss, and short-term capital loss. And you have to calculate, compute gross total income of Shri Sinha for the assessment year 17-18. So basically this question is about the total income of Shri Sinha, but you will have to apply all the provisions of set off and carry forward of losses. Okay. So dear student, first of all you have to identify that how many heads of incomes are given in the question, and you will have to consider all the heads one by one with applying provision of set off and carry forward of losses. Now let's take the question. How many heads we have given in this question? The first head is income from salary. It is given in the question. So this is 50,000 rupees. Second head, which is given, income from house property. It is very clearly given. Second line, income from house property 16,000. Third head, income from business and profession. So my dear student, as you know, income from business may be of two types: non-speculative business or speculative business. So in case of non-speculative business, we have profit from ready-made garment business. Okay, so profit from ready-made garment business is 40,000 rupees, and another profit we have share of profit from a partnership firm. So my dear student, Shri Sinha is getting share of profit from partnership firm. So this will be exempted under section 10(2)(a), because partnership firm is liable to pay tax on the income, and Mr. Sinha will get the Mr. Sinha will get the profit which is already taxed, so he will not pay tax on this income. So therefore it will be exempted. Now, so profit from ready-made garment, it is given 40,000, and you will have to adjust current year depreciation with this amount of profit. And after that you can use unabsorbed depreciation for adjustment out of remaining profit of the ready-made garment. And after that we have some speculative business. So in this question we have given speculative profit also, 10,000 rupees. So this speculative profit can be utilized for the setup of speculation loss. But speculation loss, as you can see, 15,000. So we can set off speculation loss up to the extent of speculative profit. So only 10,000 we can adjust, but remaining 5,000 we will have to carry forward. And after that we have income from capital gain. So in this question we have given long term capital gain and short term capital gain both. But long term capital gain can be utilized for the adjustment of long term capital loss as well as short term capital loss. Okay, so long term capital gain is given 24,000, and long term capital loss is given 15,000. And short term capital gain is also given. Short term capital gain, this is 8,000 rupees. and we have given long short term capital loss. So short term capital loss is also given. How much? It is 6,000. So out of that 8,000 short term capital gain, we can adjust rupees 6,000. So short term capital loss only is 2,000. Okay, and all these adjustment you have to apply in your answer of this question. Now let's check the answer of this question. First of all, we have taxable income from salary 90,000, 50,000. Income from house property 16,000. Income from business again, same as we discussed, speculative and non-speculative. So in case of non-speculative, profit from garment business, and profit from partnership firm will be exempted. Current year depreciation we will adjust, and out of remaining income we will adjust the unabsorbed depreciation which is brought forwarded. And speculation profit, it is given 10,000 rupees. We will adjust speculation loss of rupees 15,000 up to the extent of 10,000 only, because we have availability of 10,000 rupees. So 5,000 will be carry forward. Capital gain, long term capital gain will be utilized for the setup of long term capital loss only. So this is 9,000 remaining. And short term capital gain is 8,000, and we are adjusting 6,000 loss which is brought forward. So short term capital gain is 2,000 only. So dear student, this is how you got the gross total income of Shri Sinha. So in this question you applied the all provisions of set off and carry forward. So I hope you got understand. If you have any problem, you can call me at any time, or dear student, you will have to read this question. You will have to listen all the points very carefully to solve and to get the better understanding of this chapter. Thank you so much.